Just a couple of things. A week from now is the Triduum, and we don't have adoration during the Triduum, so there'll be no adoration on Thursday, Friday, or Saturday. I will be doing the Triduum masses and services via live stream and via PTV. However, it is something that you are not invited to. The government and the church says only a private Triduum, so it'll be me and Father Kelly, and that'll be it. But please join us in prayer during those times of the Triduum. Also, tomorrow is First Friday and Saturday is First Saturday, so we will be having adoration during each of those times. When we look at the first reading today, we see this is along the series of covenant promises that God has made with Abram. He's now changing his name to Abraham, and throughout the times, Abram has believed. He's left his home and he's gone off, but then he went to Egypt, and then he lied about his wife Sarai, and all these things happened that he didn't always show his trust in God. God promised him great nations would come from him, and he went and committed adultery in order for that to happen. God said, "That's not what I'm looking for. It's between you and Sarai." And finally now, this point, God is saying not just sometime in the future, but immediately after this reading which we have today, it continues on where God says to Abraham, now, within the next year, your wife, Sarah, will bear a child. He's saying, I'm 99, she's 90. Is this seriously? Seriously? And it actually says he falls down on his face and laughs. He doesn't believe it. And God then says, okay, and here's the covenant promise that, the sign of the covenant that you're going to have. You're going to, again, he's almost 100 years old, you're going to circumcise yourself and all the males in your family and in your household. If there's any time that it would be physically impossible on the natural level for Sarah to get pregnant, her age, now with the circumcision and everything that goes along with that, now is the time where you say, yeah, this ain't happening. And yet, God's promise is fulfilled. A year later, Isaac is in the household. He's born. And we look and we see God promises. He promises to take care of us. And when it seems humanly impossible, he still says, see, I'm with you. Do you trust me? Do you trust that I will be with you? That I'm taking care of you, even when you can't see the outcome? God says, I am giving you and your descendants after you a land in which the land in which you're now staying, the whole of the land of Canaan. Abraham says, how can this be, since I don't even have a son through Sarah? And God says, I can make all things possible. Do we trust God?